This is the 2020 Sex Manifesto for 2020 Sex. My deepest dive yet into what this theme truly means. I put in layers from my own life, the thinkers who sparked new fires in me, and the raw truths of healing after H_LL. This is more intricate, more vulnerable, more alive. Sex is the pulse of existence itself, a state we enter to remember we're human. And remember, this isn't about labels or letters. You don't need to be in a box yourself to feel this. This is for everybody. Every heart, labels or letters, labeled or not, partnered or solo, straight, queer, asexual, or undefined like me. Let's sew this together. The essence, sex as the ultimate re-entry. Sex is natural, sex is fun, sex is blessed when it's 2020 sex. But let's go deeper. It is the alchemy of constriction turning to flow, fear to freedom, drawing from Andre Lourdes's Fire and Uses of the Erotic, where she calls it the bridge between self and chaos. I see 2020 sex as the erotic force unbound, a power that heals, not just individuals, but the essence of us all. It's beyond love, yes, but I say it's beyond the self. A command, a communal current that sews hearts into something unbreakable. Think of it as a 3-act play, but layered with the nervous system's rhythm, inspired by Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory. Our bodies aren't static, they are symphonies of shutdown, surge, and safety. 2020 sex honors that cycle, turning traumas locked into open doors. Act 1, the constriction before the state. This is where I lived after 2019, enduring the dehumanization nightmare of locked doors, forced intrusions, and rights stripped away, bare. Constriction is the dorsal vagal freeze, walls up, closed like fists. Avoidance, disconnection, the erotic buried under shame. But here's the depth. This isn't the failure, this is the protection. As Wilhelm Reich described in his work on orgone energy, repressed that builds armor, but the armor is a temporary shield. In 2020 sex, we acknowledge it without judgment, no rushing to fix it. Safety must come first, or courage, it's just cruelty. Inspired by Esther Perel's insights in Mating in Captivity, I see how long-term bonds, like my 13 years with Migᵫl, can mirror this routine as a subtle shutdown, but matter if you are in a duo, community, or flying solo. Act 2, the threshold, entering the state. Here, safety whispers yes, and the body responds. Ventral-vagal connection awakens, rhythmic, relational, alive. Sex as a state isn't genital or goal-oriented, it's presence, permission, the erotic as Lourdes's source of power and information, windows open, literal ones in my story, that post-trauma breath of fresh air, metaphorical ones in the soul. Deepen this with the mouth as a portal, my primal anchor. Sensory neuroscience shows the mouth nerves link straight to the vagus, calming the storm, its nourishment, savoring a strawberry and maize green strawberry scheme, communicating whispers beyond words, pleasure, kisses in January silver, but challenges binaries, exits and entrances as metaphors for boundaries. Forget it What if sex is any consensual soul feed, a mindful bite, a shared laugh, energy flowing without invasion? As Mantak Chia teaches in Taoist practices, sexual chi is a life energy, circulatable, alone or together, no labels required. Now layer in the communal, beyond romance, 2020 sex sows communities, tantric traditions and Greek symposia shows intimacy as group rituals for bonding. Hearts mended collectively against isolation's trauma, drawing from Stolhark's ecofeminism, erotic roots in earth cycles, healing societal shame. In my color map, this plays out. February's pink conversation hearts for light naming, June's red raggedy for imperfect passion shared when we find our perfections. It's not obligatory. Asexual folks enter through breath, art, nature, and ecstasy. As Barbara Colaris describes energy without touch, the complexity, memory encodes here. Erotic states aren't fleeting, they're architects. One window rewires patterns as Jack Morin's erotic mind maps arousal, attraction, plus overcomes obstacles. Post-2019, Migᵫl's care was my threshold, erasing horrors through hourly rituals, turning pain to power like Patrick's Cꜷses alchemy. Act 3, the integration after the state. Capacity lingers, life expands, sympathetic surges integrate into ventral calm, no need for the act anymore. As David Derrida frames polarity as growth, 2026 leaves you open without effort. Intensity bows sustainability. The erotic becomes everyday aliveness. My color schemes, a nervous system odyssey, cyclical like seasons or heartbeats. January's silver kisses, reflective thaw from freeze. April's magenta jelly bean, blue tie-dye, emotional release to flow. October's orange M&Ms, purple neon, edgy stimulation without burnout. November's gold peanut butter lover, grounding richness, a multivitamin for the soul. It's not arbitrary, it's sense. It's felt sense, guides, teaches, regulation, no state permanent, all permissions, no obligations. Deeper still, inclusivity as core. You don't need a letter, a partner, youth, or perfect body. As Betty Dodson champions self-loving as a foundation, and Anais Nin sees eroticism as self-knowledge. 2026 welcomes unlabeled lives like mine, queer voices like Joan nestle, heal through her story. Straight ones like Gina Ogden integrate soul gateways. Even George's Bastille's transcendent eros dissolves boundaries for all. Disability inclusive, age agnostic eros as Joseph Kramer's somatic flow, available in breath, touch, or gaze. The pillars, deeper foundations. Expanded from 6 to 7, these are non-negotiable, woven with voices that provoke. Sex as a state, not acts but openness. Presence over performance, as Osho calls sex the seed of superconsciousness. Safety before courage, consent, internal first. Body saying yes to life, echoing Gail Rubin's defense in variation in no hierarchies. Healing in windows, brief moments rewire forever. One correct exchange per Alex comforts joy. Conversations changing everything. Integration over intensity. What remains matters. Capacity as Diane Richardson's flowing energy, not peaks. Sex is optional. Doorways abound. Music, nature, creation. As Adrienne Rich sources energy and identity, it's yours to choose. Communal Sewing, Hearts Bind Collectives, Amber Hollywell's Desire as Survival Tool, Healing Shared Traumas, Undefined Power, No Labels Needed, The Erotic Belongs to All, as Reich's Orgasm, Bridges Biology and Psyche, Reclaim It on Your Own Terms. Grounding in Ethics and Truth. This is trauma-informed consent. Choice, love, central. No coercion, no spectacle, meaning in the mechanics. Rooted in my reclaiming 2019's runes with 2026's rise. Its symbolic leadership, reframing sex, heals, teaches, restores agency. After this, feel less shame, more curiosity. Permission to define intimacy as your own way, seen, grounded, activated safely. Bodies, no openness. You've had it in love, art, wind on skin. 2026 is one doorway, but the house is yours. From my heart to the world's, may we all enter states that sew us whole, sex beyond love, beyond blessed, boundless hours. Happy 2020 sex.